Hey everybody, where is my remote for this thing? Oh man. Okay, hello everybody. If you watch this in the replay, make sure, have you bought any blind buys? Just tell me how your summer's going if you're in the northern hemisphere. Tell me how you're doing. Would love to hear about it. Um, so make sure you leave a comment because comments and likes helps my channel. If you don't know that by now, you've been on YouTube watching YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. So be nice and leave a comment. And if you really like me, go and leave a subscribe because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. I'm mad because I can't find this remote control and I am not dressed to get up out of this chair. You know how it's, listen, as a YouTuber, sometimes you are not lower body appropriate. And now I got this thing on too loud. Let me see, can I roll it all the way over here? Give me a second. Okay. All right, so who's here? So tonight, gonna talk about a couple of things. Gonna talk about blind buys and the wedding, because I know some of y'all want to know about the wedding. I know y'all gonna be like, really, we don't care about your life, Louise? But I'm gonna tell you anyway, because that's who I am. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you about my life. So anyway, let's start out with blind buys. So if you are new here, the majority of fragrances, the majority of things I buy blindly. I don't go do testing. Well, we really can't test now, but even before then, I wasn't a big tester of things. I'm just not that person. I don't go out and test things at all. I ain't got time for that. I got to go out and test stuff, and then I'd rather just buy it, try it, and if I don't like it, oh well, get rid of it, or whatever. Because sometimes it's just that I don't like it. Other people could like it. You know, that's just the honest truth, God's truth about it. Why do I feel like I'm not live right now, though? I feel like I'm not live right now, so let me see um, if I really am live. Because I just don't feel like my channel is live right now. So if I'm live, come on and say something. Because I honestly don't know if I'm live or not. Because sometimes stuff be happening over here and I don't know what's going on. Okay, I am. Hey, Tammy. Hey, okay, I'm live. I'm seeing now. It just took a while to tell y'all that I'm here. That I'm here and I wasn't saying I'm here in my queer, but that's not really what I am. But okay. Anyway. All right, so I'm gonna start out with blind buys. I'm gonna do the good, the bad, and the meh. But I like to start with the bad, the meh. Hey, Karen, anybody here with y'all? I like to start with the bad, the meh, and then go into the good because I tend to have quite a few good ones. I'm always pleasantly surprised when I have so many good ones. Well, let me do something because I don't need people trying to contact me. I'm not on Do Not Disturb. Okay, there we go. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, cool. I said that like y'all answered me. Okay, so the first one, yes, you can do that with him. You should have like a little chart, the good, the bad, and the meh days. You can have like good day, check during the calendar. You know what I'm saying? That would work. Okay, so here's I got a couple that are they're not super bad, but they ain't good either. So this one is called Coffee Woman Seduction. You see, I still got it in the box. It's by this company called O Boticario. It is a Brazilian brand. Now, I found this on Amazon on a fluke, and it wasn't that expensive. But what intrigued me that it said coffee. I first found the coffee man, and then I saw this, and I was like, "Ooh, this sounds good." So what it says it has is top notes of lychee, quince, and kiwi. Heart is creamy cupcake and accord and jasmine, and white chocolate and plum. And then the base is coffee, orchard, musk, and woody notes. Now, what I really wanted it for was coffee. You know what I'm saying? I was really like, ooh, this is gonna be like this really good coffee fragrance. I absolutely got no coffee out of this. Not a drop, not a lick, not a whisper of coffee. Now, honestly, the fragrance is not that good either. So here's what the issue is. This smells like, I said this when I talked about it. Here's the bottle. The bottle isn't bad, it's like a basic bottle. It smells like body wash when it's gotten old. You know, you have that really nice smelling body wash that you really like, and then it starts getting old and the fragrance starts to fade, and then it's like a whisper of a fragrance that you say, oh, that I really liked that at one point, but I don't like this now. This is what that smells to me. It smells like that to me. I'm like, it's okay. So it's kind of bad because A, there's absolutely no damn coffee. And I was looking for coffee in it. Ain't a whisper of fucking coffee in here. So no, it's not, no. So the thought of it, right, and it starts smelling weird. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It smells like that, oh, it used to smell really good, but now it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hey, how are you? Hey, cousin. Okay, so we'll talk about my hair and everything when we get in the wedding. We're going to talk about the wedding last because that's going to be a long conversation. Hey, Coco. So we're going to talk about the wedding. I'm going to give y'all all the wedding details after we do this. I said, let me go and do my due diligence on a live. And then we will talk about the wedding and just chit chat. By the way, let me tell you something that I heard somebody say on a video. They were talking about, fragrances. And so I'm digressing. And they said that, that somebody had made this statement about how like people people do videos and things like that talking about niche fragrances, $200 and $300 fragrances and t-shirts. And that's just so tacky. And, if you're going to be talking about niches, you need to look like you like basically like you can afford niche. I wanted to say, but I didn't. That is such a lowbrow kind of vibe to even believe that. Because if you knew anything about people with money, they don't give a damn about that. Hey, Melissa, they don't dress like they have money all the time. That's that nouveau riche shit. Real money don't give a fuck. Because they don't have to dress up to prove anything. And to say that somebody has to put on, look nice to talk about a fragrance is ludicrous to me. But anyway, okay, I digressed. All right, so that was the one. Now, here's the other one that I'm not feeling too much. It's on my bad list. So y'all know I love Versace's Jasmine Wisp. So I finally bit the bullet, pulled the trigger, and I bought the other two in that line, in that collection. So now I got Perfume. So this one, is this a? Yeah, this is the one. So this is Perfume. And the reason why I don't like is, I'm sorry. This is the one I really don't like. It's this one. This is the one. Because it reminds me of Black Orchid. It's I guess it might be a dupe. So this is Versace's Perfume. Loquium, Layokium, I don't know how to say it. Perfume. It smells like Black Orchid to me. And I know people love Black Orchid, but Black Orchid to me smells like Johnson's Baby Aspirin. So I don't like it. Yep. So that's another one I don't like. Just being honest. It smells like Johnson's Baby Aspirin. So I'm just sorry. It really does. It really does. It does nothing for me. All right. Now, so those are the two that are just really bad. Then I have some Mez. And the Mez aren't so bad. It's just like they didn't just do nothing for me. So that's Orchid Prairie by Versace. This is one of the Mez. This smells like Tom Ford's Noir Parfum. It really does smell like this. So it's not a bad scent, but I already have Noir Parfum. It's a little sweeter though. The first bad one was Eau Boticaria Coffee Woman Seduction. You do not want to be seduced by that. Hey! Okay, cool. So this one smells like Perfume, but it is a little bit sweeter. So it's not a bad scent. It's just like, meh. I could have done without it. It wasn't anything that I needed. So I might keep it to layer with. And so this is what they meant by that. See how it looks? That's why they said that. Because this is a 100 ml bottle. That was for Coco. So it's like, It's nothing to like die. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, it smells so terrible. But it's nothing that makes me go, oh yeah, 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 I need to have that in my life. All right. You know, I like Lalique. Lalique is one of them. I love Lalique as a brand. But let's talk about these two right here. Let's talk about these two. This is, and we know I love amethyst. So I had to get the next ones in there. This is Amethyst Eclat. Now let me give you the notes for this one. Because the Orchid Perfume, we don't even need them to see those. So let's talk about the notes in here. Now, if you know anything about amethyst, the actual scent, what the hell did I just write? Type in. Okay, amethyst, the original scent is very filled with berries and things like that. It's a very berry filled. Now, eclat is, you know, has the DNA, but what they have done is they have added in, hold on, they've added pear to it. Okay, never mind, it won't work. They've added pear to it, so it's much lighter. It's a very much lighter fragrance, but it's not that great. To me personally, let me give you the notes of it. Okay, so this has raspberries. It has black currant, raspberries, and nashi, and pears. Then it has peony, rose, and magnolia. Oh, I'm working on fall fragrances is coming. I was just thinking about that too because I'm kind of over the summer now. So this is it's got peony, rose. So it's more floral as opposed to more berry like the original amethyst. So it doesn't smell bad. It's got peony, it's got roses, magnolia. So it's kind of like this fruity, and then it has blackberries, musk in it, right? So it's kind of got a little muskiness to it and a little berries, but it's really got this, the pear is very, brightens it up. And it has a lot of, hey, hi, Rachel. So it's okay. It's like, okay, this is something like I could wear in the springtime. Definitely something that, that I'd be like, oh, okay, you got it. Oh, okay, you got it. But is it like, oh yeah, amethyst? No, this is like, it's cute. So it's a meh. Okay, so it's a meh. Next up is this one, which will be in the underhyped, overhyped, and worth the hype. This is Lalique's Soleil. Now this one has been talked about on YouTube with the women fragrance community. Let me say that. The women have been talking about it because it's, you know, this has been like, oh, this is like this really great fragrance for the summertime. You know, you just have to have it. It's just, whoo, it's just doing it. It's just doing it, right? So it's got fruits in it. It's got orange in it. It's got almonds, it has caramel, praline, it's got a little coffee in it, jasmine. So now I'm gonna say this, it's a pretty fragrance. I don't think it's all that everybody makes it out to be. I think it's pretty. I'm trying to get in closer because I feel like I'm far away. I think it's really pretty, but it's not everything that everybody made it out to be to me. And here's why I'm saying that, because right now the cost of this is over $100. I don't think it's worth that much. I think I would have liked it better if it was about 50, maybe 60. I'd have been like, oh, this is really nice. But I think for the price, I'm not impressed with it. It's okay. I mean, everybody talks about it, but I'm like, oh, okay, it's all right. You know, if it had been less, I probably would have been more inclined to be like, oh, this is a really pretty summer fragrance. But for almost $150, it's okay. So that's Lalique Soleil. You know, so just guys to be honest about it, okay? That's it. Let me pull some of these out before I forget that I said something about okay. All right. Did those. Okay. All right, because we about to hit the good ones in a second. Huh. Okay, I'm pretty good. I think now I'm gonna say this one, but it's not a super meh, but it's like on the cusp of being good. But of all of these that are left, this is like, yeah, this is okay. Okay, what did I do? Okay, so this is Bond Number Nine's Chelsea Flowers. It's a tester. Oh yeah, we're not talking about it yet. It is right here. It's a tester, Bond Number Nine. So that's the first month. Yeah, yeah, it's a cute. And the bottle's really cute. Okay, so this is Chelsea Flowers. Okay. Um, oops, this ain't the one I wanted. Okay, so let me give you the, now if you know anything, because of course we know that Chelsea flower market is really very big in New York. So if you know anything about Bond Number Nine, they make all of the names of all about places in the New York area. Chelsea Flowers is about the Chelsea flower market. And that's exactly what it is. It is Chelsea. It is a flower market. It is a very beautiful floral. And one of the issues I have is, and I know when I got it, it was given to me because it was a tester, and you know, I really prefer testers with a top, but okay, whatever. But it was free, so hey, 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 hey. But anyway, what does this have in it? This has peony, tulip, hyacinth, magnolia, rose, musk, sandalwood, vetiver, and moss. And that's exactly what it has. So it's just like a musky, slightly powdery floral. It is very pretty. I like having it, you know, but it isn't something that's like, wow. Like, oh, wow, this is great. It's a really pretty floral. I'm sure it'll like layer really well with things. It's a, but it's just a musky floral. It's nothing to say, oh wow, you know, it doesn't have that punch to it, but it's a beautiful fragrance anyway. And you can find Chelsea Flowers at a good price. So at the price for Bond Number Nine, it's not bad. I wouldn't have never paid full price for this for Bond Number Nine. But then again, I never paid full price for Bond Number Nine anyway. So yeah, that being said, let's hit the goods. Let's talk about a lot of good shit I got recently. Oh no. Let me forget. This is meh. This is meh. And I'm gonna do them together. This is Roger and Gillette. This is their well-being water spray, which basically is an eau de toilette. Okay, it sounds really good, but it's a eau de toilette. So I have Fleur de Osmanthus and I have Gingembre Rouge. This is a grapefruit osmanthus, so it's kind of grapefruity, got an apricot fragrance to it. This one is heavy ginger, but it ain't as heavy as it says it should be. It doesn't have enough spicy punch. But what I will say is these are on the line of Joe Malone kind of fragrances. So they have a lot of these on Fragrance X. I think they just got them on Fragrance Net, and they're a little bit cheaper on Fragrance Net. These are 100 mil. Yeah, these are 100 mil. I've done an osmanthus night. We did apricot and peach and osmanthus. You weren't here that day. So the thing with these are they're very Joe Malone-esque. So now we know that I'm not a Joe Malone fan. I like Joe Malone's fragrances, but doesn't last. So if you like that kind of vibe, this is a good one. These are good for you to try out. They're like, you know, like the Guerlain Aqua Allegorias, the Joe Malones. This is kind of like what these are. They're very similar in that vibe. Nothing wrong with them. It's just like I would use these as room sprays. I would not like douse myself in them. They don't do that much for me. Just being honest. They're like, oh, okay, they're cute. They're cute. So right. You gotta spray yourself about 25 times with Joe Malone, and maybe it'll last all day. You know, last for a few hours. These are a little bit stronger, but they still have that kind of lightweight, very fresh, very easy to wear kind of vibe like Joe Malone's do. Put those in. All right, next up, I was about to forget all about him. All right, so let's talk about this. Let me look this. Now, you all know that I love, for the people who's around when I really start talking about fragrances, I love Shalimar Souffle Intense. So I saw this. There's another one I want to get now. But I saw this one came out, and I was like, ooh, gotta have it. So this is Shalimar Souffle de Lumière. Ooh, this thing be irritating me. Okay, so the notes in this one are bergamot, jasmine, lang lang, white musk, vanilla, and benzoin. So whereas Souffle Intense has that very lemony, very bright lemon, this one is a little citrusy, but it's not as bright on the lemon. So it's a little bit lighter than the Intense. I would say if you have Intense, you don't need this. If you have Shalimar Souffle, you probably don't need this one either. But it's a nice one. Now that I have it, I like it. I will probably wear this one more in the summertime because even though I love Souffle Intense and I think it can be worn all year round, this one is just a little bit lighter, just a little bit more, you know, gardeny, kind of very delightful. It's kind of got this like nice little delightfulness about it, where you just be like, I did wear some, and somebody was like, oh my God, you smell so good. So it does smell, it has that Guerlain Shalimar Souffle DNA, but it's less on the citrus. The citrus isn't as strong. It's more about the florals. So that's a good one. Now, I did not finish with the Laliques, with the amethyst. I had to get the last one in the amethyst one, and I have to say that this is the one. Okay, this is the one, y'all. Okay, so this is the one I got. This is the other Lalique that I got, which is Lalique Amethyst Exquisite. Hey, Crazy for Colors. This is Exquisite right here. Now look at this bottle. First off, I love the bottles, you know, but they're Lalique. It should have beautiful bottles. This is a really pretty bottle. Now this one has blackberries, raspberries, black currants with orchid in it, and then it has a woody base. Now, let me tell you, this is so sexy. I like amethyst. I really like, you know, amethyst is one of my favorites, but I gotta say Exquisite is even better than the original amethyst. It really is. It's something about the orchid, the flowery tones in it. It got rid of the chili, the peppery, the pink pepper. So it doesn't have the spiciness, but it has this beautiful, fruity, floral vibe, but it's very mature. It's a very sexy, like summer date night. Yes, you would like it. It's got a very kind of cute little, very nice sexiness to it that is different than amethyst. Even though it has that berries of amethyst, the floral tones really balance it out in a different way and makes it just as sexy as the original amethyst, but in a more classic yet trendy kind of vibe. So it's kind of like got that uniqueness of amethyst, but it's a little more classic. So this one I really like. A cloud, I could do it out, but Exquisite, yes, okay. Yes, child, yes. Let me put those away. I'm trying to like clean up behind my stuff, so I don't have, because I got over 20 of them to do today. As always. Okay, let's grab this one. Now, this is Chinatown by Bond Number 9. Y'all already know I like this one. This is so nice. I got this in a blind buy that a swap I did. And let me tell y'all, this is another beautiful tuberose. If you like white florals, if you like tuberose, this is a nice creamy tuberose. Right, and see, that's why you gotta have the whole thing. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Bond Number 9 bottles, but if I'm gonna have one, I need to have the top. Okay, I just need to have the top. Okay, so it has peach blossom and bergamot on the top, gardenia, honey, tuberose, peony, and orange blossom. On the bottom is patchouli, cedar, warm and soft vanilla, whatever the hell that means, sandalwood, cardamom, and guaiac wood. So it's got, ooh, this is so pretty. It's a creamy tuberose, so it's not bubblegummy. It's a very creamy tuberose. It has, and the cool thing about this, it has two different things on it. So either side looks beautiful. But it has this beautiful white floral, and then the addition of cardamom. And I've noticed that tuberose and cardamom are kind of done a lot. You know, tuberose and cardamom kind of go hand in hand. That's like the spice for tuberose is cardamom. I think that's to bring down the bubble gum and make it just, and smooth it out and make it a little more creamy. So this is, and it's a floriental. It's just really pretty. This is um this is going out with this. Okay, let me tell you what this is. This is sorority girl brunch pretty. Now this is like when you going out with your friends. You know how you got your friends, and then you got them little, you know, you got them women that you know, like your frenemies. This is frenemy brunch beautiful, because you're gonna outshine your frenemies. See what I'm saying? This is frenemy brunch. Because like, come on, we all got some frenemies that we really be like, but you still, you know what I'm saying? You still want to, you want to smell good, but you know, and they're the ones, and these are the frenemies that are like the real, like, irritating, nose in the air, but you still know them forever. So every once in a while you see them, but then you sitting there going, why am I here? But you always, but you know, you have, it's a certain look you have with the frenemies. You know, if you're going out with sundresses, you have on your strap of sundress, you have on your, you know, your pearl hoops on, you have your rings on, you look very suburban country club. So this is frenemies, but it's a beautiful frenemies, because you're going to stunt on them hoes. This is stunting on the hoes for the frenemies. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope it did. I have to do this way so I remember what I'm doing. All right. Right. All right. So this is Aura. And I've had this for a while and I keep forgetting to talk about it. This is Mugler's Aura. I love this fragrance. I don't even know why I love this fragrance, but I love it. Has these green notes in it. It has vanilla in it. This is really, honestly, even though some people say they wear it in the spring and summer, I think this is more of a fall fragrance, because it has that comfy vibe to it. It has that sweater weather kind of vibe to it, because it's got those, right, girl? It has that vanilla, and it has this mint to it. I know there's no mint in the notes, but it does have this slightly mint scent to it. And I will say this, Mugler makes very interesting fragrances. You either love them or hate them. You know, that's the truth of it. You either love Mugler's fragrances or you can't stand them. There is no in between with his stuff. And I was surprised that I really love it the way I do. And yes, it's this strange little looking thing, but it's so pretty. The bottle is gorgeous and the scent is gorgeous on the skin. So like if you smelled it, you would be like, I don't know if I really like this. But then if you put it on your skin, it just plays. Because like on paper, for real, on paper, this smells like roach spray. Not gonna lie. It reminds me of low-key, almost like roach spray. But once you put it on, it smells beautiful. So there's that Aura. So Aura is, folks be sleeping on Aura. Aura is good. Now I talked about this one in my of course I did my Maison Lancome, so I'm not gonna go deep into this one. This is Patchouli Aromatique, and the reason why this is on the blind buys, of course, is good because this was one of the few that I bought recently that I hadn't smelled already. But this is, if you smell stuff on paper, it would be messing with you. You gotta smell it on your skin. This right here is just a really, and I'm not a patchouli person. I normally am not this huge, but this one has this chocolatiness to it. There's a chocolatey vibe to this. It's a very well done patchouli. It's got sage in it, so it's kind of got this herbal kind of got this herbal vibe. It tones down that skanky hippie patchouli and makes it a soft, beautiful, chocolatey, almost cocoa-like patchouli. It's very natural. It's very crisp to the skin. I was pleasantly surprised because I ain't gonna lie, I only bought it because it was Lancome and I love the bottles and I had to have it. So that's how I bought it, but I honestly do. Yeah, I think this would be really pretty with Choco Musk. There's a few of them that I want to do with Choco Musk in the fall, but yeah, this would definitely go with it because it's got that chocolatey vibe to it. I might even try it with, hi Jean Queen, how are you? I'm going to try it with Choco Violet too. I think it would kind of pair well with that also to amp up that chocolate in there. All right. Come on, let me put you back here because you were sitting right there. All right, so here's a few that I bought. Let's start with Serge Lutens. I bought two from Serge Lutens. This is Fleurs d'Oranger. Oh, if you like orange blossom, you will love this one. Fleurs d'Oranger is flower of oranges. It's orange blossom. And it's a really strong, bright. It reminds me, the orange blossom reminds me of, remember when I showed you all that, orange blossom, right? When I showed you that orange blossom soap from Trader Joe's, this kind of reminds me of it because they're both very strong on orange blossom. However, this has, of course, it has jasmine, tuberose, and white rose, and then it has floral musk, hibiscus, and a little cumin. This is, it's a really strong, and baby, this is strong. This is, I got that. Yes, I got that. This is so, no, that's Van Cleef. This is so strong on the skin. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. It lasts all day long. You just smell like a beautiful orange blossom, white floral. This is just, it's a very classic. It makes me feel, it makes you feel like you're just like exhilarating, you know, just you're just luxuriating in your oranginess. This is, okay, so I have the Tour Noir. I love it. This, I'm going to do a Serge Lutens night. I need to turn up this thing. Shooting. Okay, this is Picnic in the French Countryside. This is what you would wear on the picnic on the French countryside. So this is Fleur d'Oranger. This is like going on your picnic. You know, you have your checkered blankets and your wicker basket. It's just beautiful. You would just be drinking wine, eating grapes. Speaking of grapes, let me go get my cocktail. Hold up. I'll be right back. Hold up. I need my cocktail. I'll be right back. How could I leave my cocktail? Okay, I got my cocktail now, but y'all can't see my cocktail till we start talking about the wedding. Okay, so yes, this is French countryside. It is beautiful. Now, next up is Nuit de Célibat. This is the other one that I bought. All of these are on my decant list. I'm about to put my hair up because I'm getting hot. Hold on, we about to have a regal bun right quick. Maybe not if I can hold on to it. Y'all still here? Okay. Regal one. Okay, so now Nuit de Cellophane. Now this one, we're gonna talk all about the wedding. I'm gonna give y'all the whole wedding lowdown. The whole wedding lowdown. As soon as we're done with this. I decided to do this part first and then we're going to the wedding because we're gonna talk about that for a while. Okay, so this is Nuit de Cellophane. Cellophane. And this is mandarin orange, osmanthus, jasmine, green nose, a little carnation, lily, honey, musk. Okay, so it has, so let me tell you. I was wearing this. Now let me tell you how this makes me feel when I wear it. Then I'll talk about the notes and everything. It has a sweetness to it from the honey. And then that little osmanthus. Y'all know I love osmanthus and tuberose. Come on now. So this is very French Riviera. This is, the 60s beat, sounding very, very like Sergio Mendes back in the 60s, his music. It gives you that kind of like Ipanema, the girl from Ipanema vibe, or the French Riviera. She's very, just wearing her white bikini with her sunglasses on and her big sun hat, her sun hat, and she's got on her white sandals and she's walking across the sand, just chilling, looking just glorious, and does not give a damn about anybody around her because she knows she is perfection from head to toe. And she's wearing Nuit de Cellophane. This is very glamorous. This is a very glamorous fragrance with a little bit of sensuality in it. Nuit de Cellophane. All right, next up are some Van Cleef and Arpels. Let me make sure I take those off so I don't miss anything. Okay, then we have Neroli Amara. Now, Neroli is basically the same thing as Orange Blossom, but it's just a different part of the blossom, and so it's a little bitter. It has a sharpness to it, whereas Orange Blossom is sweeter. Now, let me tell you about the Van Cleef and Arpels, their collection extraordinaire. One of the reasons why I'm falling in love with them is that they have this softness about them. So whereas a lot of Nerolis are really strong and really in your face, this one has this softness about them, and it's really quite lovely on the skin. So as opposed to being really strong, because like a lot of times Neroli can be very strong. Actually, I have the actual Neroli oil sitting right here, where it's really strong on the skin. This has a little light to it, a little softness to it that makes it so much more. I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it because Neroli sometimes is used a lot in things that lean a little more masculine because it's got that bitter orange kind of vibe to it. Well, this is very soft, very pretty. It has Italian lemon, mandarin orange, pink pepper. It has black pepper, orange blossom, and pear, and then the neroli and the white musk. So it's a really beautiful floral, but it's got a softness to it. So I really like it. This is one that I would definitely wear all the time. This is one of those that'll, if you like citrusy kind of vibes, this has a little more staying power to it. And it will also something like you could wear to like church or anywhere like that, because it's really pretty, but it's not gonna like drive somebody crazy like if you're wearing like Muglers. This is very I would say very enticing, because people will be drawn to it, but they won't be like, oh my gosh, you smell, it's not so much that some people will be offended. It's just this beautiful, gorgeous light orange blossom neroli, slightly bitter, beautifully spicy kind of fragrance. So that is that one. Then I have Rose Rouge. This is the one you're talking about, Melissa. Rose Rouge, I swear to y'all, smells like Parfait de Roses to me. And I love Parfait de Roses. That is one of my favorites from the Lancome line, the Maison Lancome line. But this does smell very similar to it. The things it lacks is it doesn't have the strong aldehydes that Parfait de Roses has. But and it's missing like the liquor accord in it. But what it has is black currant, pink pepper, and bergamot, and it has rose, vetiver, raspberry. Base notes are musk, cacao pod, patchouli, benzoin, vanilla, and vetiver. So it really does smell like Parfait de Roses to me. So it's missing like the aldehyde part of it, but what it has is this beautiful like chocolatey, rosy scent to it. It's really, really pretty. Like I'm kind of becoming more picky about my roses because I have so many rose fragrances. So I'm kind of getting picky about them, but I really love this one. It's very, like this is like if you don't want to spend the money for Parfait de Roses, this is a good alternative because it's so much cheaper than getting that one. But it still has that kind of seductiveness of Parfait de Roses. It's very stylish. Yeah, so it's really, if like you're curious about Parfait de Roses and you want something similar, this would be a good place to go because it does smell very similar to it, but it's not at the same price point as Parfait de Roses. So that's Rose Rouge. All right. We get down to the nitty gritty. Now these right here are the nitty gritty of some stuff I bought recently. Some of the stuff people don't even know I got. I got a few more coming, but they didn't make it here, and I was just like, I can't wait no longer because I need to put some stuff away. Okay, this one right here. Let me tell y'all about this one. This one I bought because, I was just buying it. And I was like, oh yeah, I should get it. And I was like, I don't know if I need it. Because I was like, don't you have enough Mancera in your life? Do you need any more in Mancera? And yes, I did need another Mancera. This is Jardin Exclusive. Right here. This one right here, y'all. This one right here. This one has caramel, lemon, Sicilian orange, green apple, white peach, pear, and black currant on the top. The middle has jasmine, Bulgarian rose, violet, and ambergris. Base notes are white musk, sandalwood, and Madagascar vanilla. This thing smells so damn good. This takes the best part of Sicily and then gives it a floral punch, but lasts so much better than the Sicily. Oh, this is so good, y'all. This There is, of course, with the Jardin Exclusive, there's an elegance to it, but it's definitely got this like brightness to it. It's definitely bright and cheerful, but still sexy. It's like this bright, cheerful, sexy. It's the girl next door sexy. This is the girl next door sexy. This isn't like the sultry siren. This is the girl next door sexy who is very, who doesn't even notice that she's sexy, but she really is. And she's just like, she wouldn't wear something like Ecstasy Rose Absolute because it would just be too much for her. But this right here would be perfect for somebody like that because it's sexy. It's got this natural, classic, just intoxicating, very beautiful, heavy vibe to it. So this is like if you're being sexy, but you don't want to be over the top, you're not doing that sultry siren, but you still want to be sexy. It's the middle of the day. You know, you going out and you want people to turn their heads. Yep, Jardine exclusive. Jardine exclusive. Yep, that's the one. That's a good one for it. That's a good one for it. That's a good one. Right there, right there. All right, next up is this one. This is Angel Corsair, but this is the 2019 version. I finally got my hands on it because I kept hearing about it, kept hearing about it, kept hearing about it. And I have to say, it is pretty. Oh my goodness. If you want to smell like a tropical fruit salad, this is what you want. It has a very strong mango note to it, a very strong mango note to it. But it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. It just makes you happy. Like, I just got it recently. I was wearing it. I was like, oh my goodness. I feel so happy in her. I feel so happy in this one. It's just like this bright, summery, just just like a sparkling. Yes, and the bottle is beautiful too. It's just very beautiful. It's very stunning and sparkling on you. It does live up to the colors of it. It definitely has. So what it has in it is, mm, mm, mm. It smells like a cocktail. Honestly, it has grapefruit in it, mango, sorbet, praline, black currant, and a little patchouli. So it's a very sweet. It just feels it is very summery. It feels like a nice day, eating ice cream, going to get you some ice cream at the ice cream shop, sitting there doing people watching. This would be perfect for that. People watching, eating you a little thing of gelato, having you some mango sorbet, and wearing this. It would just be a sublime little day for me like that. Just sublime. Just really a great day. Just this is something that you would just be wearing on a beautiful sunny day and feel like this is just a really good day, y'all. So that one right there. Now this one I got thanks to Melissa. Miss Melissa got me to get this one, and I am so glad I did. I am so glad I did. Okay, so this is Good Girl Gone Bad Eau Fraiche right here. This is their summer edition of Good Girl Gone Bad. Now, I'm already a fan of Good Girl Gone Bad. I really like it already. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. But Eau Fraiche, I think I like better. This has orange blossoms and rose. It has Egyptian jasmine. It has tuberose. This time it has a summer twist, so it has a floral musk to it. And I think it has aquatic notes to it. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it has watery notes. So it has this watery notes to it. And that's what takes it to a different level. The watery notes in here and the floral musk, it's like a musk, a lightweight musk to it. But it's something about these watery notes with the tuberose and everything. This right here is, oh my goodness, I've been wearing it, loving myself even more than I normally do. When I put this on, I love myself even more. This is such a glamorous fragrance. This is definitely summertime at the Hamptons. If I was going to, this is just swanky. You're just being swanky when you're wearing this. This is summertime at the Hamptons. This is just elegant. You are very well bred. This is you hanging out, having you going to a crab boil, a seafood boil on the water in the Hamptons and smelling glorious. You're going to be wearing your Killian Good Girl Gone Bad Eau Fraiche. I'm just saying that I like it better than the original. I do. It's something about it. It gives it a very aquatic vibe. It's kind of got a saltiness to it. And it's very, very soft and pretty. It's just, it just really is. I'm a heavy sprayer, but I have found this for me. If I spray right in here, so I spray 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe right around in here, because my arms don't hold any scent. I found that out. I finally figured it out. My arms don't hold any scent at all. Does not hold a damn bit of scent. But if I spray around here and then I can smell it, and it's really gorgeous. Okay, now this one, Miss Coco told me that I could not go the summer without this fragrance. She said, Lou, it ain't summertime if you ain't wearing this fragrance. And I said, what? It ain't what if I'm not wearing this? She said I couldn't even do a beachy summery uh, collection without this fragrance. That I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even say I had a good beachy summery collection of fragrances without this one. And this is Intense Tiare by Montal. This has tiare flower, coconut, rose, jasmine, lang lang, and vanilla. I gotta say right now, she was right. This takes all of those, like, you know, when you think of like summertime, you think of like coconuts, you think about these like tropical flowers and a little sweetness. It takes all of those, and that's what Intense Tiare is. It has all of the essences of like Bronze Goddess, of Dolce Garden. You know, it's got all of those things in this one little bottle. And it lasts. Now, Montal is known for lasting, and this thing lasts and lasts and lasts. Oh my goodness. I just want to smell it again. I sprayed one time and I was like, damn. Oh, the tiare flower is very intense. High Lorraine is very intense. Yeah, I'm ignoring him now. It is very, very intense and beautiful. The coconut is perfect. The tiare flower, they you know, mesh up like this. This is Caribbean vacation. This is you wearing this Intense Tiare or something. You are in Bora Bora. You are coming from Thailand. You might, you know, being domestic, be in Hawaii, but you are nowhere near the mainland. You are in the middle of the water wearing this. You are just by the water. You have like a tropical flower in your hair. You're drinking a tropical drink. You are living your best tropical life in this Intense Tiare. Most of these will be on my decant list, just so you know. So if you want to try some of them, feel free. I'm you know, there's a slight saltiness to it. This is you on vacation. So if you want to like get you your wading pool, put your feet in it, get you a nice little, you know, coconut, get you a Malibu rum cocktail with Malibu rum with pineapple juice, and then spray you some Intense Tiare, and you will feel like you are in the tropics. Okay, so now let's talk. Right, hashtag best tropical life. Let's talk the wedding. So I went through everything. I've gone through them all, yes. So now it is time to talk about the wedding. So that's why y'all didn't see me pretty much all last week, because I was busy. We had people come into town for the wedding. Brandon's family came and everything, and so that was the first thing. So, you know, I had people over, we cooked and everything, but I still had to do the wedding, still had to get that wedding together. So we had the wedding. So let me just give y'all some talk. Let's talk about the wedding and how it went. Now, if you see my community page, you've seen a couple of pictures. So first off, this was one of the cocktails. They're not all the way frozen. So I'll tell you about that too. Okay, so anyway, let me have a little cocktail. Oh my God, these things are. Ooh-wee. So the wedding was down in the yard. I tricked it out. I did post a few pictures on my community page, my community page. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly pleased with myself because it came out much prettier than I thought it was. I was like worried that it was going to look a little cheesy and it wasn't going to be as pretty as I wanted, as I envisioned it. but it really did come out the way I wanted it to. So I was very pleased. And then on top of everything, Friday was a beautiful day for a wedding. It was sunny here. It was 77, not a cloud in the sky. It was breezy. So you're gonna clean it? Pause. Okay. It was breezy. It was all those things that you want a wedding to be. And it was. And so it was a really beautiful day. Bakari was on his best behavior. He didn't yell at, he didn't cry at people. He didn't scream. He was just chill. It was a really good day. It was a really good day. And everybody had a good time. They're so happy. They had, it was a really good time for them. They got, presents, of course, and all that stuff. But more importantly, they are married. And it's so funny because, Brandon as a man was like, but yeah, after it was all said and done, he loved it. So let me tell you about these. Oh my God, these things are strong now. Whoa. So B wanted freeze pops. So I sat around and made about 200 freeze pops. However, I did not make them early enough. And I had a huge bag of them, right? Because the very next day, Saturday, it was rainy. It was not that, it was overcast. It was raining off and on. So Friday was the best day. It wasn't too hot or anything. So let's talk about a few things that happened during the wedding. Okay. Now, yes, I did. And baby, these things are strong as hell. Oh my God. Whoa, these are strong. I might not have it. I got 5 here. I ain't gonna get through 2 of these babies. Oh my goodness. I did not know they were this strong. They said they were strong. People was drinking the hell out of them too. So I made 2 different types. I made these, which are a red wine base, and I made a white wine based one. So this one has, I'll even tell y'all what I put in it. It has red wine. It has spiced rum in it. Oh, he loved his big uncle. That was the first time he had met Navi too. So he met my brother. He loved him. My brother got him a beard, so he was just loving the beard. We found that Bakari likes men a lot. Woo! Oh man. Okay, so anyway, let me talk. So let me tell you things that happen. Now, with anything that you do, no, they never got to slushy variety. They were still just, and nobody cared. They were just cold. We had them on ice. So what you all couldn't see was that I had flower pots filled with ice that had the drinks in them. So we put a flower pot full of slushies. So we had these, and we yeah, and if you do this, just a note to everybody who wants to do freeze pops like this, make sure you freeze them, do them really in advance, because they're going to take a while, especially if you have a large amount. Like if I had only had a few, they would have froze fine. But because I had a large amount, I should have done them like 3 days in advance, let them sit in the freezer, and then they would have been hard. So they weren't hard or anything, but nobody cared. They was just opening up and drinking them. So I had these, and then I had the white ones and the white wine ones, and they were with Malibu, some peach brandy, and some other stuff. Peach vodka, I'm sorry. This had apple vodka, spiced rum, red wine, and some juices. So, yes, the alcohol makes them freeze slower. And the trick is you can have a nice amount of alcohol, but you have to have more wine and juice, because wine will freeze. So you bake, the base is the wine, then you add the alcohol, then you add the juice in for the flavor. So you just got to make sure that balance is right. So, but it was just that I had so many in there, the freezer couldn't freeze them all, because it was over 200 in the freezer, and it wasn't a deep freezer. So if it had been like a deep freezer, I could have done it. So anyway, so that was just one little hiccup, but nobody cared. They was downing them, and everybody was happy. That was one thing. Now, the big thing for me was okay. Here's the thing about when you do things like this, and I have learned this really well, is that I don't depend on a lot of people to help me with things like this, because I know that people have the best intentions, but a lot of my people who say they're gonna come, they just they never make it when they say they're gonna come and help you. So I move as if I have no help. And that's just the way I've learned how to do it, because I'm less frustrated if I just know I'm doing it all, as opposed to waiting for people and then getting behind. So that's the first thing. However, Brandon's mom was here and one of his good friends is here, he went to college with, and they really helped me with the deck. They came down there, I was down there and I was working on the deck, and they came down and we really worked together and got the deck, and they helped me with the decorations. Like, with one thing, get them from Amazon. One thing you have, so remember I was on here ordering flowers. My flowers got here Thursday, but they got here kind of late on Thursday. The bulk of them didn't get here till almost 7 o'clock at night. So I'm rushing. I said, okay, I got to get some stuff done. So I finished up. So what I used for the ivy was fake silk flower ivy, which I had to staple around that whole deck. And I did it 2 or 3 times because I wanted to have a good amount. So I did that. The arch that we were supposed to have was missing pieces. I got to take that back because the damn arch wasn't even right. And so then I had to come up with a different idea to do it, which is, if you see the pictures, you'll see that I strung the tulle across the light fixtures in. So that's what we did. And then the other thing is like, when you're doing this type of things, you got to have floral tubes. So luckily Brandon's mom sat there and filled all the floral tubes so I could create the bouquets to put around the deck, and so we could do the floral tubes for the flowers along inside, on the deck. So it all worked out really well. I was worried though, because like when the flowers came in on Thursday night, I bought these pre-made bouquets for the tables. And when they got here, they were a squishy little mess looking like. So I said, well, let's just hope they refresh. So we cut them down and we put them in the vases in the water overnight. Luckily, by the time the actual people started actually coming, they had all bloomed out. The hydrangea was full again, because those had white hydrangea, and that's what looked really sad and pathetic. So that's, did. So a couple of things I learned during this is, and I would say to anybody, if you're going to do florals and you're doing it yourself, you really can find you can find inexpensive ways to do florals. The way I did it was, I did Costco. I didn't do their wedding side. I just did their bulk florals, and I just bought the florals that I wanted. I spent about, I want to say about close to $500 on flowers. But I had 20 of those bouquets because I knew the ones I was going to use for the tables, and I figured that would give me extra flowers just in case I didn't know what I was doing. In case I needed some extra flowers, that would give me extra flowers at a really good price, because it was 10 bouquets for $79.99. It was like 10 bouquets for $80. So I bought 2 sets of those. I bought the hydrangeas, and then I got some roses and things. Hey, Candace, hi. So that was that. So then I delegated out the food, because I cook a lot. So I said I cannot make the food and do all this other stuff. So I did get that to somebody else to do. I had people here to serve. I had one of the girls, one of my students, she served. So she served the food and everything. So I'm doing all this. I got everything going. Thursday night, I blow dried my hair a little bit, straightened it out, did all the things I had to do. So now the one thing I did, and I told everybody, I said, it ain't about me. Sometimes some people around these situations, they make things about them, and they're trying to do their, it wasn't about me. It was about B. So I wound up not getting my nails done because I was running around so much. I tried to get a pedicure. When I went to go to get that done, the place was full. They was talking about they needed cash only, and I didn't have no damn cash. So I just went and ran some more errands and went home and said, fuck it. It'll just be what it is. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at me anyway. So there we have it. So makeup was fine, but here was the big thing. With all the things I did, I've got my rollers in, I got my flexi rods in, right? So I'm going to get ready, and I start unrolling my flexi rods. My hair has sweated it out. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean, my head was drenched in the back. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So there went all that hard work I did on my hair. There went all of the hard work I did on my hair. And that was that. Yeah. Yeah. My hair. The front was still a little damp, but it was still curled. So I went down for a minute with it curled a little bit, and I came right back up here and buttoned it up because I was like, this is not gonna last at all, because I had to like try to blow it out a little bit and flat iron it real quick. And my hair does not move like that. It has to be rolled up or it's gonna look a hot mess. And it did. I don't know how anybody drank this shit. This stuff is intense. I don't know what happened. It's like extra. It's like it's been marinating. Oh, if I give this to people, I'm gonna have to put some more cranberry juice or something, because I ain't gonna be able to drink this. Y'all, this is serious. I'm still trying to drink. Yes, I had to go with a sleep bun. And let me tell you though, I was sweating. Oh my God, I was sweating because I had to keep going up and down the steps. And y'all know I live on the 3rd floor, so I was doing that. But yesterday my knee has swollen up from all the activity, and it's feeling better today. I'm putting it back in the freezer. Hell yeah. I was planning on drinking more of these. I'm not though. No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back in the cooler. I don't have room in my freezer. I'm going to put them back in while they're still not frozen. Put them back in the pitcher. Put that in the refrigerator until I need them. But anyway, so that was that. So the wedding was good. A lot of people came for the ceremony, but a lot of them didn't stay for the reception. So a lot of people were there for the ceremony, and then quite a few of them left for the reception. But the ones that stayed had a great time. We had good food. We had a good, it was a good day. It was a good day, and I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that it was really beautiful. It was really nice, and I'm glad that my daughter got the wedding that she wanted. It wasn't a huge wedding, but it was perfect for the times, and that's it. So that's it. And now I'm a little tipsy because I just drank this damn thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm a little tipsy, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I'm not going to stay on here because I need to prop my leg up. Yes, they've gone home. Yeah, they went home today, which was good because they helped, because everybody was wild yesterday. So we got everything back upstairs. All I have to do is go and take this damn staple remover and remove all the staples to get all the stuff out that I stapled onto the deck. And now life goes back to what it was. And they're across the hall. Yep. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my leg and elevate it, and I took some ibuprofen before I started, but it is starting to hurt. It's starting to throb a little bit, so I can't stay on too much longer. So I will thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you all for even wanting to know about the wedding. I appreciate the fact that you all were even concerned, really wanted to know about it, because it took a lot out of me. Well, okay, so B went back to work today. She works today and tomorrow, and then she's off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They were going to go on a mini honeymoon, but with everything's happening, they decided not to, because they wanted to go to Vegas. Vegas is messed up. New York is messed up. So they're going to do like a mini staycation, and I'm going to pretty much have Bakari over here with me, so they can they might go out to have dinner or something and just chill and don't have to worry about being parents for a few days. Thank you, Tara. Thank you for hanging out. Because it's a little crazy on my channel. My channel look crazy. Even though I might get up in the middle of the night and get on again. Who knows? Depending on how I feel. I don't know though, because this. Okay, let me tell y'all how strong this is. This is hot toddy strong. Hi, Kristen. Thank you. This is hot Hardy. This is hot toddy strong. For the people who know about the hot toddy, this is hot toddy strong. People don't know there was the toddy took me out one night. Anyway, I'll be on. All right. See y'all later. Have a great day.